Hello, my name is Tom Kleich. I'm the National Fleet Account Manager for Horton. And today I'm going to give you some tips on how to remove the fan mounting friction disc, whether it's an on-off or two-speed fan drive. Sometimes it can be difficult. You can strip out the T55 Torx bit, or it's been on there a while and it's very difficult to take off. We're going to show you how you can remove it without using standard tools. But first off, you should try to use the tools that we have available. Horton has a special tool that we use to hold the fan mounting friction disc. These could be purchased separately, or you can buy them in the tool kit, which comes with the Torx bit and other tools that you need. So you put this on. This is for the 2.56 Pilot, by the way. If you have a 5-inch Pilot fan, you flip it over. And then you put your 1/2-inch breaker bar in there. And your T55 Torx bit, also on a breaker bar. And once you get them engaged well, now this does say left-hand thread on this FMFD, which is actually from the back side. It's a little confusing. So it is lefty-loosey on this bolt on top here. So you're going to be pushing away and turning it this way. So if it doesn't break loose, or you strip this out, have issues, we're going to show you a little trick you can do. So if you get yourself a hole saw, this one happens to be 2 3/4 inch diameter, and you want to be able to just fit over that Pilot. This is a 2.56 Pilot. So you want to fit just over the top of it and put it on your drill to cut that out, and I've done that already. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. If you go any larger on the hole saw, you'll get into the backside here into these studs, and these studs are hardened, which is, they're very tough to get through with the saw. If you're cutting through just a die-cast aluminum, it goes pretty easy. So just be aware of that. So I have another one over here, actually with the 5-inch Pilot. This particular one is 3.5-inch diameter, and you just basically hold your drill up top, you start cutting, and again, you're going through die-cast aluminum. It should cut pretty easy. Once you cut through the whole thing, you can then take off the part of the fan mounting friction disc that reveals the screws for the liner. Once you cut the fan mounting friction disc off, obviously you're not going to be able to just put a seal kit in it at that point. You're going to have to replace with a new. And what I'd recommend at that point is our clutch pack kits. So either the on-off or the two-speed, depending what fan drive that you're using. You just utilize that kit, and it should be everything that you need to rebuild it completely. Now, the next step would be to use a T27 Torx bit. They use a hand tool, because if you're trying to use a power tool, you could strip these out and then or break them off, which makes it very difficult. So just use the 3/8 ratchet and break them all loose. Don't take them all the way out yet. And then, because we've cut this off, we don't have a cage nut to kind of hold things together, to hold the springs together. So the best thing to do is back these out very slowly, one at a time, right? Just gonna go back and forth. Don't take them all out all at once. Just go back and forth until you get them all up, until that spring relieves itself, and then you can take them all off there. If you try to take them all off one side, this thing could pop up and break the screws, or make it very difficult to remove after that. So just be aware of that. If you're going to cut this off, just loosen the screws very slowly. Keep going around and around until the spring. There's not a lot of travel to the spring, so it won't go up very high, but once you get all relieved, then you can take the screws out, remove that, and then you're beginning the rest of your rebuild. So hopefully that was helpful. If you do have any questions, you can always call our 1-800 tip line, or you can go to our Horton website, hortonww.com, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.